Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for your July 2020 ASMR tarot forecast. So first things first, I would like for you to do something for me. I'd like for you to take all the anger, all the hurt, any upset feelings that you have, any hatred, if you harbor hatred in your heart, ball it up tight in a neat little package and release it right into this flame. Great job. Thank you. So, this month I have a couple of quartz crystals which we will be using in the manifestation part of this reading. I have this beautiful rainbow moonstone. Yeah, can show off all the nice colors. It's a lot like labradorite. It's basically like a clear labradorite. And this will be the deck that I use for the readings this month. It's very psychedelic. I'm going to do something a little bit different this month too. So, inside this box, I have 3 turquoise nuggets. I have 2 fire opals, and the rest, it's about 8 other stones, and they are all opals. And I'll be using these as my clarifiers for the reading. And of course this laser pointer, ultraviolet laser pointer. So let's get started. Oh, these are kind of flying out. The Fool and the King of Wands trying to escape, plotting their daring escape. That's some serious himbo energy, Scorpio, flying right out of the deck. The Fool and the King of Wands. Is that your himbo energy, or is that someone else's himbo energy? Scorpio. So the way I'm going to do the reading, I'm going to pull a significator first. Then I'm going to pull a past and a future for that significator. After that, I'm going to pull another row of cards underneath. That's going to be things that are under your control. I'm going to pull a final row of cards on top. And those are going to be things that are outside of your control, but that still influence you. Oh, this is a really interesting start to the reading. We have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is a heartbreak card. It could be a breakup. It could just be a fight with a loved one. Let's find out some more about that. Oh, we've got the Eight of Cups and it's in the reverse. This could be somebody walking away. And because it's reversed, it could be somebody walking away from you instead of you being the one to walk away. Cut the deck again. Because I'm not feeling it yet, right? Here in the past, we have the King of Swords. This could be you if you have air in your chart prominently. Or this could be someone around you. This is a person who's got a lot of great ideas, full of ideas, and a great communicator. Could be an air sign themselves. Again, this could be you, or this could be this person with whom you are having this argument or conflict. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, but it could be. Because here in the future we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and that speaks to a financial situation. It could be a new job. It could be something that was supposed to be a new job and it won't be coming through, or it could be something that's not happening yet in the month of July. Spend a little more time with these cards. All right, put that there to weight them down. All right, now I'm feeling it. Now I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? So, this is something from the past over which you had control, and it is the Ten of Cups. So that's a happy ending. Everybody's content. One thing you will notice, though, maybe you wouldn't notice if you're a Scorpio, these people are not actually interacting with each other, this couple. The kids are, but they're not interacting with the kids, and they're not interacting with each other, but everybody's real happy. What about the present that you have control over? It's the World card, and it's in the reverse, which is kind of like a bizarro hanged man upright. It could be about a sacrifice, or it could be a situation where you're so close to having everything that you want, but something's missing and you're just not sure what. About the future. It's the Six of Wands, which is victory. It's also fire sign energy if you have fire in your chart. Although I have to say there's really not a predominance of any particular energy so far. It just seems like there's an emotional situation going on. I'm going to pull a card to cross this world reversed. And in fact, you are. You're so close to having everything that you want, and you're just waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for something. But I feel like, especially because what we have flanking it, we've got victory and we've got a very happy ending of something in the past. Either it's already going to come to you here in the month of July, or it's also possible that it's something you just have to reach out and take. And now, what about the things outside of your control? Things outside your control, Scorpio. All right, in the past, very interesting. Somebody else just got the same card in the same position. And it is the Empress. Empress could be divine creative spark, it could be motherhood, or it could be about a Taurus, and I use the Venus correspondence to then correspond it to Taurus. I always think of the Empress as a Taurus card. What next? What in the current? The Death card. So there is a drastic change going on around you. Yeah, no kidding. And you don't have control over it. However, Death card is your card, Scorpio. So having it come out in this reading is not necessarily a bad thing. And then in the future, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So here, down in your sphere of influence, these are things that you are able to control somewhat. But again, like social circles, like anything else, other people's actions can sometimes be outside of your control. So then the Queen of Pentacles reversed being completely outside of your control. But what I'm getting here is that things are going to go well for you. You will be able to make sure that things go well for you. Whether this particular situation is what ends up panning out for you, I think is beyond your control. And it may have to do with money. For some of you, however, if this Empress is a Taurus, this could be about a Taurus. And it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It could just be a business partnership or a friendship or a number of things like that. This Empress being outside of your control for some of you, it could be an unwanted pregnancy, or not unwanted, unplanned, because the card is upright. So I wouldn't say unwanted. I think it would just be unplanned. And it is causing all of these other things to kind of happen in your life. But obviously that's only going to be a very small number of you, and honestly, even more honestly than the honest thing I just said. Don't take your medical advice from me as a tarot reader, because it's a general reading, and I have to say that. It's a disclaimer. It can also be this idealized view of womanhood. So if it is about a romantic situation, even in a business sense, people have these weird ideas about what womanhood means, and that's outside your control as well. It could be a preconceived notion you have, or it could be a preconceived notion that someone else has about you. I am going to pull a card to cross the Death card here. And lo and behold, I haven't seen this card yet with the readings this month. It's the Justice card. So whatever this drastic change is, it's going to bring in justice for you. Excuse me, and it will be outside of your control. Okay, so here comes this exciting part. Oh. All right, so let's start looking at where the rocks have fallen. We have this row of turquoise stones, and it's leading down from the Death card to this Ten of Cups here. So it's possible that whatever this situation was, this Death crossed by Justice is going to bring closure to that. And it is crossing the corner of that Three of Swords, but I feel like it's not to do as much with this situation as it is to do with this one, for whatever reason. It's just merely crossing through there. We have the opals kind of tightly snaked in here, and we have one fire opal here and one fire opal here at the two ends. This almost looks like your sign, Scorpio. It almost looks like a scorpion, see, with the tail here. And it's stretching out over that Three of Hearts, which I'm not going to move the cards, obviously, because it would disrupt everything. But this part is right over that Three of Hearts, and then the tail, what would be the tail, is snaking over to this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's possible that what is going on for you right now, while it might be painful, is going to lead to this situation in the future. And this situation either is going to be a false start to a job, or it could just be that this is money that's not going to be coming in the month of July, that these things will be happening much later. I do kind of see this though as like, if you are in America and you're like in the stock market, for example, you would be at the Ace of Pentacles level, but then America itself would be at the Queen of Pentacles level, right? But you will be victorious because you weren't this level of involved in it. So that's a possibility. Another possibility is that you will be navigating this situation in such a way that, you talk about like dodging a bullet. I very much get the sense that this is a bullet dodging card here, and that there's something else that's going to be way more messed up regarding this situation, but you're going to come out scot-free. And whatever this is to do, it's going to affect you, but it also may not have that much to do with you at all, and therefore you're not going to be able to exercise any control over it. And that would make sense if you had planned your life very well, made good investments and everything like that. It would make sense that then these two things would be linked. Like, oh, when the economy was good, I was doing well. And now things are going to change and justice will be evening everything out. And that may lead to some people having financial crisis. But not you, Scorpio. I mean, you have really, over the past year or so, I've been doing these readings for the signs in Scorpio. I have to say, like, death, sex, and other people's money, but like the money part of it has been like on point for you for the past couple of years, or like the past year and a half or so, as I recall. So it could just be about that. So let's talk about the victory. This one? This one. So I want you to look deep into this crystal. Look into it and think about all of the things that you've been doing to manage your finances and your home life that have made that aspect of your life successful. I'm going to count backwards from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Perfect. You're doing awesome. Thank you. And now I want you to think about aspects of money in the world overall that you would like to change. Right? Think about all the things about world finance, the bigger picture, whatever this argument is, this conflict that you're currently in, whatever part that plays in the way that you wish things would be better. And I'm going to count backwards from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Great job. And then finally, I want you to think about what you want your future to look like, the way that you would like for things to be moving forward. What does your victory look like when you're wearing the laurels and riding your horse victoriously and triumphantly through the town? What does that look like for you? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Awesome. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me today, Scorpio. Always a pleasure to see you. I hope you enjoyed your reading today. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. I'd love to read you guys' comments month after month. I absolutely adore you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again very, very soon.